Excerpt from Beyond Tantra, talks given at the Pacific Cultural Center, Santa Cruz, California. I had a conversation with a woman in 2017, 2 years before she committed suicide. I began to question her interpretation of spiritual experiences, and she became defensive. She asked me if I thought she was lying. I said, I didn't have any reason to doubt her experience. Still, what she thought about her experience was different than the experience itself. Just as the cooking, and the soup are 3 different things, the experience, our interpretation, and the meaning we create are 3 different things. The experience can be real, and the meaning be very distant from reality. Like how we can ruin a soup by the way we cook the ingredients. I cannot be certain the failure of her beliefs is what caused her suicide, but I know for damn sure they didn't stop it. More on manifestation later. Why must we be skeptical about Tantra? There is a great deal to be said in favor of sexual exploration in Tantra, particularly when it's combined with intelligence. Anyone who can help another discover some aspect of their experience that was previously hidden is giving a precious gift, particularly if it involves the blossoming of joy. Another thing to be said in favor of Tantra is they will dare to handle sexuality, where others who may be far more skeptical will not. That has value and a downside. Tantra deals with intensity. Consider this valuable sutra from Vivriti.Org Tantra. Begin quote, "When a mood against someone or for someone arises, do not place it on the person in question, but remain conscious." End quote. This practice is something many people cannot do once their intensity crosses a certain threshold. They will either express, deny, or try to alter the feeling rather than just sitting with it and burning in the pillar of emotional fire. 2 things to notice. 1, this particular sutra has nothing to do with sexuality, and 2, you can also see how learning to actualize the will in this way would be a benefit to people interested in harmless sexuality beyond typical norms. Any experience that lifts us out of our habits is by definition generating altered states in consciousness. The experiences that arise can be intense, but that does not mean that any particular belief associated with the experience or the teaching is true. We can be misled to believe things that are false from a powerful experience within us. Like a chicken's brooding instinct can be misled by a false egg that will never hatch. If we are interested in what is true, that not only involves new experiences, but also actively looking for errors and deceit. That is the real spiritual practice. There is danger in subjective spiritual explanations. Many people have suffered from magical thinking and superstition that saturate subjective teachings. Those people are unforgettable. From the countless women burned as witches, those who died in a holy war, or those who relied on a belief that failed, and countless other examples too numerous to list. We owe such people and their suffering our remembrance, because if we forget, they suffered or died for nothing. We can benefit from the sutra quoted above without believing the god Shiva uttered those words to his consort. That was a marketing tactic used by our ancestors 4,000 plus years ago when the sutra was written. It is our honor to take that teaching, purge it of any error and deceit we can find to make it better, and pass it on to others who may see something we have missed. That is called integrity. And if you are afraid to find error or deceit in your beliefs, then integrity is not something you can claim. Remember, it may rain after we do a rain dance, but that doesn't mean we have reason to believe we caused that rain. Most people would agree with this, but then, when I say exactly the same reasoning applies to their beliefs about manifestation, that if they do the right thing, then money will follow, well, they tend to get a bit touchy. Dedicated to Cindy, I Will Remember You. By Todd Vickers, author of The Paradox of Self-Realization, Truth Like Fire, and The Relevance of Kabir, available at Amazon.